Come on, don't crash again. Why won't you just do what I need you to do? Open the app. Open the app. Alright, reset. Unbelievable. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Time More Tech. I am Time More, and today we are uncomplicating why your smartphone keeps getting slower. Have you ever been using your phone and gotten real irritated, like throw the phone across the room irritated that it wouldn't do what you needed it to do? And maybe this is something that you've always done on your phone. Your phone always used to be able to complete these tasks, and now it can't. You can't figure it out. What is going on with your phone? Why is it getting so slow? It's not performing the tasks that it used to be able to perform. And you might think to yourself, you know what? I bet these people don't have that problem with their phone. I bet their phones don't have any of these issues. Well, today we're uncomplicating your complicated phone and why it keeps getting slower. Who has 3 seconds to wait for an app to load? Are you kidding me? No, I need those precious moments. I get it. I'm with you. I keep having conversations with people about technology, and they talk a lot about how baked into these phones is this obsolescence, or this idea that the creators of their smartphone are making it so that in a couple years you have to replace your phone because it's obsolete. Personally, this seems like a bit of a conspiracy to me. And I'm not saying that nothing like this has ever occurred. There has even been things in the news, like for the Apple iPhones, where they were throttling battery life and everybody flipped out and sued Apple, and there was all this crazy stuff happening. But if you pull back a little bit and understand why they were doing that, they had a reason for it, or at least they said they had a reason. But all of that aside, your phone is getting slower because technology is moving so stinking fast. Did you know that the computer that NASA used to put a man on the moon was way less technological than your cell phone? The phone you have in your pocket has like thousands of times, millions of times more intricate technology, faster technology than what put a man on the moon. A man went through space, left Earth, flew all the way to the moon and back on a computer that had less capability than the cell phone in your pocket. And that computer took up an entire room. You've got that computer in your pocket. How insane is that? Think about how fast technology has to have moved just for that to happen. Are you kidding me? Man, this is wicked fast. The fact of the matter is, every single year, technology companies are coming out with phones, coming out with technology that makes smartphones faster and faster and faster. So every year, they announce crazier, faster phones that can do crazier, faster things, run larger programs, operate things much more quickly and efficiently. So, because all these phones are being updated, all the apps that everybody uses are adding new capabilities that will take advantage of these new phones and their faster capabilities. You might have apps that you have always used, that your phone ran just fine before, but they have been recreated to take advantage of those new phones and the hardware that's inside of them that allows them to run everything more quickly, which means your phone gets left in the dust. That begs the question, should you upgrade? Now, I understand there are all kinds of different budgets represented and people who just don't care about technology. I understand that. I have conversations with you, and it's totally fine. I would say if you have a phone that's 3 to 4 years old, you're going to start to notice that your phone is going to get more slow, more fast. What do I mean by that? It is going to get slower and slower at a faster speed. Technology is moving so quickly that a 2-year-old phone is starting to lose a lot of the functions that the new phones can do. So if your phone is 3 years, 4 years old, you're going to start to notice it slow down much more rapidly. You probably already have. So you might consider upgrading to a newer phone. But if you're going to hold on to that next phone for another 3 or 4 years, then you should upgrade to as new a phone as you feel comfortable with, taking into account your budget and the functionalities that you need. Even getting a brand new budget phone is going to serve you better than holding on to a 4-year-old phone because it's been optimized for the things that the newer phones are doing. Take, for example, this last year they came out with the iPhone 12. It's not the iPhone 12 Pro, and so it's got a cheaper price tag, but it's got a lot of internal things inside of it that will make it last a lot longer. So you can save money with a new phone that doesn't have to be the greatest phone that came out. Since I started this channel, it's a good excuse for me to upgrade my phone every year. And so what I plan to do is sell the phone that I bought the previous year after I get the new phone. So if I buy a brand new latest and greatest phone for $1,000 one year, and then the next year I buy another phone like that for $1,000, and I can sell the previous year's phone for $800. It only cost me $200 to own that phone for that year. Let's say instead you buy a flagship phone for $1,000 and then you hold on to it for 5 years. At the end of 5 years, that phone is borderline worthless and you won't get any money for it. So you just cost yourself $1,000 over 5 years. I'm spending the same amount, but my phone is new every year and is able to do the things that I need it to do. Now, I'm not saying you should upgrade your phone to the latest and greatest phone every year. I'm just saying there's something to think about in upgrading your phone. There is a cost to not upgrading your phone, and usually that is that it gets slower and slower and slower. Something to think about. So, just to recap, there is not a grand conspiracy happening that I know of. Maybe there is. But I think technology is moving so quickly that there doesn't need to be a conspiracy for you to need to upgrade your phone. After 5 years, your phone is going to be a brick. And so there's not much you can do with a 5-year-old phone compared to what the newest phones are going to do. I'm not saying you should upgrade to the newest phone every single year, but you might consider keeping a newer phone more regularly because you might be missing out on some capabilities. If you're a person, and I know lots of you, who don't need those capabilities, that's fine. Buy a phone that's 1 or 2 years old and use it for a couple of years. If you're a person that doesn't mind that your phone is getting slower and slower every day, that's fine. I don't understand you, but I know you. And I respect that. I get so furious when my phone won't do the things that it's supposed to do. But if it doesn't matter to you, then save money. Don't upgrade your phone. But after hearing this video, you might think it might be worth upgrading my phone at least a little more frequently so I get a little bit more capability out of my phone for a couple of years and then I can sell it and get a new phone at a lesser price. It's something to think about. I hope this video helped explain a little bit why your phone is getting slower. It's not necessarily that these companies are trying to make their phones slow after a few years. I think it has a lot more to do with the fact that technology moves so quickly that they are going to become slow because everything gets made for the brand new phones, not for your older phones. So it might be worth considering whether or not you should upgrade. I would love to hear how old your phones are. So comment down below how old your phone is, how many years it's been out. You can do a quick Google search how old your phone is and put it down below, and whoever has the oldest phone wins. This is Time More Tech. I hope I uncomplicated that a little bit for you. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Capabilities, 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 capabilities.